Hey, Bill was bringing up a good point in the office before the show. We wrote it down, too. Speed 2. Now, I thought Speed 2 was a good movie.
Ugh.
Never saw it, but I thought it did well. I thought the reviewers liked it.
No.
It was believable. No, it was just a...
It was a bomb.
It was a bomb?
Actually,
from the get-go?
Yeah, I was on the tour bus.
Oh.
On the Monster Comedy event there. I'm really whoring myself out today.
You certainly are.
I really am. You know,
That's
I give
fine.
a shit.
You're wearing your cape, my friend.
I just saw the end of that movie. Like, literally, the boat was heading towards the island.
What was the premise?
The whole premise is just like the first one. I guess
it's a boat instead of a bus.
You know, you had to keep the bus going over 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I guess you had to keep the boat going at such and such knots.
Knots.
But why wouldn't they just jump in the water?
Knots.
I'm sure they figured that out.
You can handle it. Middle of the ocean, hypothermia.
Oh, yeah. What?
Why wouldn't they just jump in the water? You can't jump off a bus, but you can jump off a boat.
Was it the passenger boat?
Well, it's like one of those big cruise ships. I mean,
A cruise ship? You
like
can't get everybody jumping off a cruise ship.
Why not?
And then what about they start lowering the lifeboats and they probably blow it up? Like they said, if anybody tries to get off of the bus, they were going to blow it up even if it's doing,
Plus, that's like jumping off a brownstone. I mean, those things are way up there.
Oh, they're huge.
Hitting the water like some cement.
Can't do that.
Well, Communique came in.
What is that, location check for Milo?
Let's see if it's a location check. No. Oh, really? Oh, buy, sell. All right. Anyway, Speed 2, yeah. So you saw the end of the movie.
Yeah, it's like the very end of the movie. So, they're literally heading towards the island. So I figured this must be the last 6 minutes before somehow Sandra saves the day. It was 45 minutes of the most horrific just filmmaking ever fucking made. First of all, they come flying in, and they're going right at like an oil tanker. And somehow, who's the lead in that?
No.
Nah,
O'Donnell? Chris O'Donnell, is it? Or
no.
William Dafoe.
The guy from Sleepers. Now, this whole fucking thing is unraveling. You see,
God damn it.
Wait. No.
I don't know who they are. Wait, here comes Jason Patrick. Right?
Yeah,
Jason
Jason
Patrick.
Oh, that guy.
I was distracted because I went to Rotten Tomatoes. Go back again. Just to regroup here. It got a 4% rating. 96% of the reviewers across America hated Speed 2. And one of the reviewers says, if Speed 2 and, let's say, Kissed, a dark comedy about a woman necrophile, were the very last two movies at the video store, I would pick Kissed.
Ooh.
It got horrendous reviews. But anyway, so it's Jason Patrick.
So you figure it's like the end of the movie. Like, you can see the island. Turns out they're heading right towards an oil tanker. And I don't know, they go underneath and somehow they turn the things that steer the
rudder.
boat, the rudders, yeah, and they basically sideswipe the oil tanker like it's a fucking parked car, sticking all these holes in the side of it. So now you're thinking, okay, everyone has this big, hey, we made it, big hug, and then one extra, worst extras ever, like, looking off into the horizon just goes, oh shit. And then they cut to somebody else.
Wait, that wasn't the end of the movie?
No, it's not. It keeps going.
Oh, I thought that would be
shit take.
Yes.
But that would have been a great end of the movie.
No.
Oh.
This is Speed 2, man. You got to make it bigger.
But that looked pretty intense, and they just got out of danger. The oil rig obviously
remember
exploded.
Speed? When they stopped the bus and everyone was fine, it wasn't the end of the movie.
That's true.
Jason keeps getting up. It's the same shit.
Right.
Now they're heading towards the fucking island.
And we know that because the extra is with the oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Take.
Oh shit.
And they're blowing the horn.
That is worse than the buddy movie through the windshield. Whoa! Take.
Yes.
Where they're both heading towards something, where they jump over something.
Yeah.
And you hug each other.
Yeah. Whoa!
Ugh. Horrendous. Then they start going towards, I mean, dude, and then the side swiping of the oil tanker was at least fucking 10 minutes to finally get up to there. So I'm thinking, it was such a build-up, you thought it was the end of the movie. Now they're heading towards the fucking island. Still going 15 minutes, people clutching on, water's filling up because they side swiped an oil tanker. Plows into the beach, doesn't stop, keeps going.
So the boat now is going through
It's slicing an island in half. It's going up a street, and the extras, the stuntmen are doing the, get out of the way, get in the way, get out of the way, fucking jump out of the way. There's like 50 of those fucking shots. People drinking like espressos and, ooh, it's a boat, jumping out of the way of their tables.
I love how it's the big burly guys all the time because they got to use the stuntmen whenever they're doing this thing. My favorite has always been the car busting through the gate take. And there's just some guy hanging out in front of the gate for some reason, and at the last minute he jumps out of the way, and it's always this big burly stuntman looking guy. And you bring up a great point. They always look like they're ready to get out of the way. Like, they never look completely relaxed, whether they're sitting down at a table drinking tea.
Yeah, whenever they're sitting at the table, they're leaned on their forearm, ready to jump up, because they know the fucking car's coming.
Ready to spring to action.
Their legs are like they're at the starting line of a race. They're all set up like ready to
They're sweating.
But
It's like the third take. They got nicked by the bumper on the last one.
But they're still drinking their cappuccino.
Right. Just drinking, and then, out of the way.
All right, so it just keeps plowing through this fucking island.
I want to go with this now.
I'm trying to make this quicker than the end of the movie because it's
you got to think
horrendous.
the island is going to slow the boat down, and now it's got to blow up.
No, it took at least like 20 blocks. No, it doesn't blow up. It doesn't even tip over.
No,
it
stays there.
It stays totally upright, goes right up the street, plows
But how is
through
it
some
keeping
houses.
the speed going if it's cutting through an island?
It's the magic of Hollywood, Opie.
All right.
It just keeps going.
All right.
Finally comes to a stop. You're thinking this is the fucking end.
Finally roll the credits.
But you know what I forgot? Sandra Bullock is on dual-connected jet skis with Willem Dafoe, who plays the bad guy. Now Jason Patrick has to go rescue this bitch.
Of course.
Jumps off down a house as everyone's looking like, what the fuck, you know? He somehow commandeers a speedboat from the black dude from that stripper movie that bombed.
Right.
Yeah, Showgirls.
Okay.
The guy with the dreadlocks, right? I think he got stabbed in Oz or something, right? So he jumps on that thing. Willem Dafoe is now in a fucking plane. This is like 35 minutes into the end of the movie. He's now in a plane with Sandra Bullock going to take off. So he's got to be going at least 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They're cruising in a boat. Jason Patrick, whatever the fuck his name is, takes like a harpoon, shoots the plane.
Where did he get the harpoon from?
I don't know.
He just happened to have it on the jet ski.
He shoots the plane, right? It goes into the side of it. He holds on, then hits a button for some sort of automatic reel-in mechanism.
What is this used for, aside from rescuing people from a plane from a jet ski?
I have no idea. So now he just holds onto the gun, and he's now in the water, skimming across the water, dragging behind a fucking plane that's taking off. He's not losing his grip. He's definitely squinting his eyes a little. And he comes up. He finally gets up onto the plane, right?
Yeah.
Stands on the side of it, says, "Hey, what's up, sweetie?" to Sandra, and then does the hacky punch to Willem Dafoe.
Right.
Grabs her. They jump off. So part of the plane, like, you know, the plane floats on.
The pontoons.
Yeah, it breaks off. They have them straddled. His nuts are fully exposed. He drops like 90 feet right into the water. Totally fine.
They're fine.
And they just go along like a little friendly torpedo. Now Willem Dafoe's like, fuck, he lost the money, he lost the girl. He looks up, it's the fucking oil tanker again.
Remember from hitting it. How long ago was that in the movie?
At least 45 minutes. Now, at this point, you're like, please, hit the fucking oil tanker and end it. No. He pulls back on the stick. Is he going to hit it? No. He just goes straight up, and then he's smiling. Oh, good. I made it. Turns around. There's like some sort of weather vane or some shit on the boat. He just fucking comes to a dead stop, like impales the plane on this thing and passes out. Now they got to the chick and the dude. They're hugging. You think it's over. Willem Dafoe wakes up. It's still not over.
It's still going.
Looks down. There's gas dripping. Finally, his plane blows up and then sets off a bunch of explosions in the whole
oil tanker.
It's I swear to God, it has to be at least 40 minutes.
You know, I've never seen the end of that movie. I've seen the boat hit the island, and then I changed the channel because I could swear that was the end of the movie.
It's and you watch the whole thing in dead silence. Just like it's. I was going on next, and they're like, "You're on next." I'm like, I have to see the end of
this. These action movies at times are so exhausting because it's one stunt after another, and you're like, when? Yeah, exactly. When does this end? So I could go.
Well, fortunately
home.
with Speed 2, the character development was so
brilliant,
tremendous
right?
that I cared about everybody in it.
Let's say hi to Joe in Jersey. Joe.
Bill Burr.
Yes.
I want to call you an a-hole right now for ruining Speed 2 for me. I'm going to watch that tonight.
You ruined the ending.
You ruined it.
I thought he was going to give me shit for how long it took to tell the end of that fucking story.
No.
The oh shit take is like Danny Glover saying, "I'm getting too old for this shit."
Yeah.
Which replaced the 1970s when you needed a laugh. You had an old person give the finger.
Oh, yeah. Up yours!
Yeah,
yeah, you tell him, Granny.
Yeah, the Clint Eastwood orangutan moment.
That made the resurgence, though, in the late 90s, having the old person rap. When old people, old ladies rap, I swear I just want to...
Wasn't that at the end of Wedding Singer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the Wedding
they
Singer,
still
they
drag
did
that
that.
gag out.
Yeah.
Oh, or anytime old white people, like there was another movie where a group of old white people, old stuffy Republican white people, start dancing and singing to rap music, like they're accepting the black guy. I forgot what was it, that Eddie Murphy movie or something?
I have no idea.
Was it Bulworth?
Oh, that was on TV
I
the other
don't
day.
even know.
Oh,
It was
is that
maybe
horrendous?
Chris Rock. Oh, is that Chris Rock movie where he's got to go in the White House and become something? I don't know what it would. Don't even ask. Just a group of white, old, stuffy white Republicans. Like that would ever even get close to happening. They're dancing and singing. Oh, hate that.
With Warren Beatty rapping.
I saw him one time. He was accepting an award, and he started apologizing for things that was the most egotistic.
Really?
He goes, he apologized for not making more movies. As an actor, and I'm sorry. Like we're all sitting there, when is the next Warren Beatty project coming out?
So sorry, I didn't give you enough of me. That is the most self-centered, egotistical
Ishtar was
drivel.
enough.
Let's go to
thanks.
Let's go to Tyler. He's saying we're forgetting something. Tyler?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
You forgot the final ending.
What's that?
They're on the pond cruising towards the oil tanker, and the thing starts to explode, so she pulls off and starts to drown because she's all bound up.
It's still not over?
Oh, I forgot that.
Oh, my God, it's not over.
It didn't end with the oil tanker exploding?
He's right.
Sandra starts to drown, and Jason Patrick has to dive in and do the buddy breathe thing because she's bound with chains.
Oh, so he's like kissing her?
Yes.
And breathing into her mouth, and how did he get the chains off of her?
He just slammed her to the top, I guess, and the black dude in the boat picked her up.
Holy crap.
And then it was over?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, but they had the jewels, so everything was okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so bad.
And then he asked her to marry her.
Is that awful?
All right.
Oh, and then see when they were chasing the plane, the black dude and his girlfriend just had the worst, hackiest lines. Like he was all scared and she was laughing like this was all fun.
Really?
Chasing this terrorist with this woman held hostage.
Yeah, nothing beats the throw in the funny line when you would absolutely be petrified for your life. That whole thing. That was a big 80s thing, too.
We should get audio of Speed 2 for Friday's show.
Eek.
That scene, definitely. All right. We're going to step aside, take a little break.
I think it topped Roadhouse as my favorite all-time awful movie.
Wow, it topped that? Because Roadhouse is still my favorite all-time bad movie.
Roadhouse is really hard.
The bouncer circuit.
It's
I
just
love that.
so...
That there's a bouncer circuit. Yeah, this guy's coming in. They know his name. They ship him in from out of town.
And everything about Swayze, he's just such a pretty boy, like his tight shirt and his feathered mullet.
And his dancer body. It doesn't even have a bouncer body. It's a dancer body. And he's going to be kicking some ass at the Roadhouse.
He's like musical tough.
Yeah, like West Side Story tough.
Yeah.
If you're going to have a gang fight and it's all dancing, then he's a tough guy. His feathered mullet.